make self-care a priority. Very important. I emphasize the importance of self-care. First of all, you're a role model. You have to provide the best services. That's your oath to your clients. In my experience, I'm much more effective as a therapist when I respect and take excellent care of myself and become aware of any secondary trauma symptoms that you might be experiencing. The basics are important. Get enough rest. Eat healthy foods. Get exercise. Spend time just taking leisure activities seriously. Spend time with your loved ones. It's just a few. It comes down to taking your own advice and implementing your own self-care skills. We suggest this to our clients all the time, and then we go out and have 2 pieces of chocolate cake. Hello? Get support from your fellow therapist. Work with supervision. Even though your days of internship are over and so on, continue with supervision because you are entering into a very negative energy field and it will impact you, and you need to get that energy out. Therapists who work with trauma need support. They need positive professional relationships in which they can process what they're feeling and the work they're doing. I found it extremely helpful and stress relieving to consult with my colleagues, and we sometimes supervise each other. It can be extremely validating to learn that you are not the only therapist that's struggling with this and the secondary effects of secondary trauma and stress. The emotional consequences are serious. Consultation and supervision help you to work through the challenges of working with trauma, working with case by case, giving you a new perspective, allows you to be much better at what you do. Consider furthering your training. One of the most stressful situations for me is when I encounter a type of trauma that I've never encountered before, and I'm not familiar with that issue. Additional training helps. And of course, if I don't feel I know enough about it, to have the competency to send that person, refer them to a colleague who I know can do that. I had colleagues say, I can't handle this amount of anger. Are you willing to take that client? And I was. And they did exactly the right thing. Your education helps your skill set and to reduce your anxiety, especially when you're handling, and trauma is an unfamiliar situation because each person is unique. Your training and supervision will make you more effective. The bottom line is that getting the proper training can reduce compassion fatigue. I can't accentuate this enough. Find your own therapist who's used to working with trauma. We are not exceptions. We will encounter difficulties in our own life that will be magnified by the work that we're doing with trauma patients. We have to be willing to acknowledge that we're human and to address our own issues, which will deepen our ability to do the work that we do. Engaging in your own therapy will ensure you that you're working through your own challenges, which leaves you more and more open and more competent with your clients.